I'm Scott Carroll. I'm a wedding videographer, and today I'm going to talk about creating story in wedding films. I've always loved stories, especially in a good movie, but I always had a hard time telling a story. So as a filmmaker, this is something that is important, especially when capturing the attention of your audience. We may not realize how much goes into a story until we start trying to create one. Some people are just super talented at creating stories, and some aren't, kind of like me. So I created the wedding clock. Now the template and the idea for this is taken from the Story Clock Notebook by Plot Devices that Seth Worley created. But I took it and used it to create a story clock for weddings, just so I could use it to refer to it before I film a wedding and especially when editing a wedding. When you search online for how to create a story, you'll get tons of diagrams, charts, and lists. They can all be really helpful. But when it comes to weddings, how would you incorporate these ideas? Because you're not making a Hollywood movie or writing a book. But the good thing is, with a wedding, you already have the main characters, the supporting characters, you have the backstory, you have the setting, the action, the climax, which is usually the kiss, the events after the climax, like the reception, and the resolution, which is usually the exit or something like that. You already have the story, so it's just a matter of capturing it in a way you see it and putting it all together. Now remember, you're doing this for the bride and groom, but it is your work and it is your vision for them. If you watch any good film or good love story or romantic comedy, these are all very important to watch, especially if you're a wedding filmmaker. You'll see a story structure from introduction to resolution. So here's how I use the wedding clock. And this is just how I use it. I'm always changing and adding things, so you can create this according to how you edit and how you create your wedding story. So on the clock, I add several creative ideas if I have any type of block when editing, and I list a short description of what each section will represent so I can refer to them when editing. For the clock itself, I place various ideas or concepts that may occur throughout the film, and I try to make it symmetrical if possible. You can even create separate clocks, such as a clock for a trailer, a short film, or a feature film. So let me show you how I use this when creating a recent wedding trailer.
Oh man, you look so good.
Look at it.
Oh man.
You like it?
Who are you?
I know.
We're gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Brandon and Ashley. Whether it be friends or family, when these two care about you, they're committed, they're loyal, and they love you deeply.
So in the beginning, I show the main characters with their voices and show their names, the location, and then some prep is in there and some details. That's in part one.
It feels so good, it feels so good, it feels so good. Oh my, gonna make my move. I'm all in, got nothing to lose. Oh my, gonna shake it off. It ain't no thing, it ain't no thing. Oh my, doing what I want. Gonna do my thing, do my thing. Put it up high and take it low. I'm feeling right from head to toe. Light it up and let it roll. Here I go. Are you ready? Ready to go, are you ready? Ready for more, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, are you ready?
Part 2 and 3, kind of building up to the climax, showing some supporting characters and more locations. So parts 2 and 3 kind of go together, building up to the climax. The ceremony is shown, and then there's a tease to the kiss, which is the climax of it.
Ready and now we're going. And I can't stop, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, oh my. Oh my, gonna hit it big. I got my eyes on the prize. Are you ready?
And then part 4 shows the reception party, falling action, the resolution, where they're finally together at the sunset. So since this is a teaser, a lot is happening in a short amount of time, but there are all factors of the story within this 1 minute and 36 seconds. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Some things can be a little out of order or a little out of place, as long as it makes sense and adds to the story. For example, the bridal party is introduced early, but that's okay because it still adds to the story of what the officiant said in the beginning beginning about friends and family. I hope this helps in creating a story for your wedding films, and if you're like me, it makes the struggle a little easier. If this video gave you some value, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. If you want to grab a copy of my wedding clock and create your own, see the link below. If you're interested in using LUTs for your videos, check out my LUT collection and a link below. Also, if you need a great system to organize your client work, check out Honeybook. And if you want half off your first year, check out the link below.